Hello, welcome to Empowered Intention Spiritual Conversations. I'm Samantha Vidal. I'm a spiritual empowerment coach, Reiki Master, and an empath. I help empower women to awaken their spirit with intention and intuition to access their inner peace and build self-trust, and that's at empoweredintention.com. Today we have a spiritual conversation with Tammy Lynn Moore of Angel Whispers 444. Tammy, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hello, everybody. So happy to be here. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous. I'm just letting you know now, so go easy on me. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Tammy Lynn Moore of Angels Whispers 444. Many of you may be acquainted with who I am, having had a session or friendship, family. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start there. I do all kinds of stuff, right? But I mean, mainly you'll know me from my Facebook and Instagram. And yeah. Yeah.
So today we will be talking about a bit about Halloween and the full blue moon, the ancestors, and Archangel Michael. And then later on at the very end, we will do a Q&A, and we'll pick and choose questions related to the topics that we're talking about today. We will not be answering any deeply personal questions here. If you wish to do those kinds of questions and have them answered, please book an appointment with Tammy for those questions to have them answered privately. And that would be at angelswhispers444.com. And if there's any coaching or Reiki questions, I'm happy to take those as well. And also at empoweredintention.com. And I would like to invoke an intention for this conversation that we will bring peace, love, protection, energetic healing for the highest and best for all, including our ancestors, past, present, and future, on all timelines.
Beautiful.
So we will.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Here we go. Woohoo!
Let's get started.
So how's everybody doing for Halloween? In this full moon energetic, high energetic feeling.
Highly energetic, highly magical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, two full moons in 1 month. Very special micro blue moon in Taurus, which is my sign. Yeah, yeah. And also on Halloween or Samhain.
Yeah.
Celebrating our ancestors in memoriam. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's really nice to honor and acknowledge our ancestors. I think on this moon feels particularly special in 2020. So it's just nice to honor our ancestors, past, present, and future.
Yes.
In healing a lot of our lineage.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think this is also a very important time to honor and bless and remember those that have passed on due to COVID as well.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know. I felt
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was feeling that as well. But there's a lot more spirit that's active right now because of the people who have passed from COVID. And just sending blessings and healings for those who have lost loved ones and to those who've passed. And thanking them for participating in our lives and helping us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
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 This really is a beautiful time. What a blessing. What a
Yeah.
blessing for many of us. Many unknown blessings with what
Mhm.
we're going through at this time in this past year. I mean, there's only a couple months left and we're closing
Yeah.
out this year, right? If anything, it's really brought us closer to ourselves, called us to draw closer, draw deeper within, and to really see ourselves and accept ourselves, our shadow and our light, and that it's all love, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's nothing to fear. It's just all
Mhm.
love. Just heal it.
Absolutely.
And especially at this time, the reason why I'm feeling called to say that is, at this time when we're thinking about honoring our ancestors and the veil being thin, right? And we can feel them draw closer, even through our intuition, right? It's also bringing up, family traumas, even, through the ancestral line on both sides, right? And even just family memories, right? And I just want to tell people don't fear it, don't relive it, just witness it, right? And pay attention to what's coming up. This is a wonderful opportunity at this full moon to make peace with that, um, to forgive and to release and let it go, right? You don't need to hold on to that anymore, and you can break those ancestral patterns, right? And it helps them release it and heal it on the other
Mhm.
side, right? And we have a huge release, and it
Yeah.
also it stops it here, right? You don't have to worry about it carrying on in the future line, right? Yeah. So I mean,
Absolutely.
really, really own your power, especially right now, today. Own your power. Stand strong in it. Face it. Face it. Your heart knows the truth of it. And that will be the light that will guide you through whatever's happening in the shadow. Understanding the shadow's
Yeah.
truth too. That's why I'm saying it's all love. So don't fear it.
And it's a beautiful day to do journaling and sit and write all those things that you feel like you want to release, and then take that opportunity to burn those letters and release it for yourself and your ancestors and your lineage. And there's a great relief that comes from that.
Yeah. Great release. Great release. Yeah. Yeah. I've been receiving messages the last couple days about people feeling depressed, anxious, even panicky. Yeah, this energy it's bringing up a lot, right? We're still in Mercury and Mercury retrograde and Mars retrograde, and then
Mhm.
Uranus in there, as you were talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a catalyst for like some pretty big things
Yeah.
globally, not just with you as an individual, right? The unity, right? We're feeling one another. We are one.
Mhm.
Right? So I mean,
Absolutely.
not only are you encouraged to hold space for you, but understanding we're holding space for one another, right? As we go through this massive global reset. It's a huge global purge, right? As these higher
Mhm.
frequencies are, right? We're in a place now more than ever in Earth's history, right, to truly align with these higher divine frequencies and ascend, right, our light bodies. It's a huge expansion, a huge expansion. So just be gentle with you and with others. Try to just see self and others and everything that's going on with the eyes of love. Yeah,
Absolutely.
just release the
Yeah.
judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And practice forgiveness every day, because that releases both of you, yourself as well as the other person. If we can practice forgiveness, and it will release the pressure of um, trying to be perfect. I mean, we always try to do our best, but we don't have to be perfect. And if we can allow ourselves to forgive ourselves, then it's easier to move through understanding and compassion and forgiveness for others.
yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And that can move you into gratitude as well, because by doing that, you can become grateful for everything that is coming your way, and all the experiences, whether you view them as good or bad, all experiences go unwasted. Do not go unwasted. We learn from all of that,
Yes.
and we get to learn that we love more things by knowing what we don't love quite so much. And you
Yes.
can move towards much more of that, and feel in that place of love. We're able to share that with others.
Yes. Yeah, I just felt that move through while you were saying that.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like constant shifts.
Mhm.
I don't know how many of you out there have been experiencing that. I mean, just constant shifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of the shifts are in many different areas of your life right now as well, that are needing to be upgraded. As often we're staying in places too long, and so things are getting a little bit shaken up, so we can start to shift and be moved into a higher vibration.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. And Mel commented on that she's experiencing lots of headaches.
Yeah, that's par for the course.
Mm.
That's par for the course. Headaches, ear ringing, dizziness, lightheadedness. Yeah, feeling
Mm.
off balance,
Yeah.
right? Anxiety, panic, depression,
Mm.
insomnia. Insomnia is a huge one. I've been hearing that
Yeah.
all around, people not being able to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And difficult focusing. Um, and as we were talking again earlier about being able to have the words, because
Yes.
we're getting so much information downloaded and
Yeah.
being downloaded, and we're being upgraded, and
Yeah.
holding on to those words and having them available to us
Yeah.
is becoming difficult right now.
See, Archangel Michael just said that's why it's so crucial at this time, that we be grounding ourselves, like regularly checking in with self and maintaining being grounded and maintaining clearing your personal space, your personal energy, and also meditation or prayer and working on anchoring in, like that's the intention of anchoring in those higher transmissions and light codes right into the Earth Star Center, right? And then it allows for it to process through the lower three centers, right? Rather than just coming into the higher and they're right. And that's also how we get blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, what we were talking about when we were doing our spiritual conversation with Gabriel, about how the angels and the galactics, they're moving us more into telepathic communication rather than the need to verbalize. It's really
Yeah.
calling us even deeper into mindfulness and witnessing and being
Mhm.
aware rather than I gotta react, I gotta, you know,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
just really witness and be present.
As well as moving into just a real knowingness, um, just being integrated into your body, just having that complete knowingness, and not necessarily um, having to research things as much. It just becomes part of you.
Right.
And how can Archangel Michael help us at this time?
Archangel Michael can help us to truly align with the higher frequencies that are available to us at this time, right? Helping us navigate and shift from the 3D consciousness into 4D and higher. And some of us are already doing that and experiencing it, right? So it's where we're kind of feel like we're going in between, where you have these really high highs and then you'll get a really low low. And then some of us get the way that we process through the ego. It's oh, I feel like I was making so much progress, and then all of a sudden it's like I took 5 steps back and I'm back into this. Understanding Michael's saying right now, right? Being able to move forward, and we're receiving everything that we need, right? It's giving us the tools that we didn't have before. So when you're feeling that going a few steps back, we were provided with what we needed to come back and really heal it once and for all and let it go. Like a whole different perspective, way to perceive it. Even how to have the inner child conversation or heart to heart with whatever it is that's coming up that we're facing, right? So don't ever doubt, it's all worth it. It's all worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And how can we use Archangel Michael's, how can we get him to assist us with protection during this time?
There's many different ways that you can do that, and I'll list them off, and some of you are probably already doing one or all of it anyways. But again, just trust what resonates, and if it doesn't, just let it go. It's just not meant for you. So, okay. But honestly, one of the things that you can do, that I do, I love to sometimes a triple shield of protection, right? So like for Michael with me, it's royal blue, royal purple, and gold, right? So I'll have the purple, that's the first layer, right? Because like it's protecting your magic, the magic of your heart, your truth, your higher divine essence, right? And then the blue for me is like a grounding even, right? And then the gold is our godliness, our connection to God, right? And the reminder that we are God and we're all one, right? And that gold, it's even like a ring of fire, right? So it's like a very powerful transmuter, right? So anything negative that's coming, it's transmuted, right? And for me, even when it's like the same idea of working with like Archangel Raziel or even Saint Germain, right? The violet flame is a powerful alchemizer or transmuter, right? So I like to envision that gold, it's like holy fire, right? So it's protecting our light, right, and our higher truth, and it allows for that to pass through. That's what's able to come through that ring of gold or fire, and anything else that's impure, it's transmuted, right? So you only receive the highest and best of anyone that's sending something, right? Because I mean, not everybody's intention is to send something negative to you. We don't realize, many of us in our thoughts, that we're actually sending that to somebody when we're thinking heavily or negatively about someone or a memory or yeah. See, already I kind of got off. What were we talking about? Yeah. Yeah. Right. So there's that, right? The shielding. You can also ask Archangel Michael regularly to clear your energy, right? You can also ask Archangel Michael to install a permanent psychic vacuum, right? So it's like you're envisioning a beam of light, right? Or a pillar of light that kind of acts like a giant vacuum hose, right? And attaches to the crown, right? And it's just trusting that what's coming through that's doesn't honor your highest and best or doesn't belong to you at all, for instance, it's being removed. So again, it comes in with the believing, trusting, and having faith, right? Yeah, but definitely
Those
grounded.
wonderful tools, wonderful tools.
You're right. And asking Michael to cut cords for you is
Hmm.
another wonderful thing you can do. There's different ways you can do that. Like you can close your eyes and envision Michael's sword, right? And you're asking him to cut all negative, lower toxic cords, right? But you can allow the love and light and positive intentions of those people or that situation or that place that you've been in to remain, right? And you're also sending that back, right? It's forgiveness as well, right? And it just, you're envisioning Michael running a sword anywhere over your energetic body, cutting those cords, severing those connections, right? And only the highest and best connections remain, right? Or you can also physically do it yourself, right? You can just say, I'm cutting all cords, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Some people, they just say it and they know it's done. It's like you feel it move through your energy clear. Yeah, some people like to just do that. They'll snap their finger and they know it's clear. I'm clear. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Again, what resonates? What resonates for you? Trust how you're feeling guided to work with Michael. He's going to give you messages, right, that are unique to you and your specific needs and how you communicate and deal with things, right? Yeah. Always trust and honor you.
And how is the 1111 gateway affecting us right now?
Yeah, we're feeling that now, for sure. Right? You can always feel energies are tingling prior to, right? And then you have the big event on the 11/11, and then you'll have post energy from the portal, right? Or the gateway that's still there. It's like lingering energies that you can still work with it, right? And this is even giving us the opportunity to prepare for those incoming frequencies, right? The 11/11 gateway being, oh my gosh, highly, highly, highly powerful energies. It's like instant manifestation. Um, it really is also how some people say 11/11. We see 11/11, make a wish, right? But it's knowing that it's coming true. It's knowing, trusting, and honoring your magnificence, right? This powerful being, right, that is in the flesh at this time, that does have the power to create and manifest, right? A better earth, right? Yeah. I mean, it's limitless. It's limitless what we can do at this time and always, to be perfectly honest, as
Yeah,
many of you know as well, right?
they're just nice reminders for us um, as well as being portals, but they're also stop points for us to sort of acknowledge and um, sort of reflect and reevaluate where we are at each sort of point throughout the year when each time there's a gate opening or a portal, so that we can shift things.
Right, right. We can always shift it in real time,
Yeah.
right? That's why it's so important to try and maintain being present. Yeah, because you can capture the thought in real time, you know? I mean, when you're going about your day and you're busying yourself with one thing, and I don't know how many people have noticed this, but you find many different conversations are happening. You're thinking about this memory and that memory, and it's all creating, right? So I mean, if you're able to just wrangle it in and just see what thoughts are creating what, and is it in alignment with what you want to experience and create your next now moment, right? Yeah, just mindful,
Mhm.
aware, being present. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And as you're acknowledging those thoughts, um, allowing yourself to accept whatever it is, whether it's feeling good or bad, just accepting it allows it to flow through you, because accepting it allows you to change it to what you do want, and let it flow.
that's right.
Whereas when you deny those feelings, and those thoughts, they will just keep showing up in your world until it comes up to be healed.
Yeah.
So that's how you can release a lot of lessons by accepting and acknowledging them.
Today is a powerful day to do that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? We have the energies of our ancestors that are closer than they've ever been before, right? And then the full moon with that powerful energy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I don't even have words for it, how
Yeah.
powerful and highly magical today is.
Yeah.
So really be aware, really, oh my gosh, witness what's moving through you and witness what you're being called to, possibly reflect on. What memories are your ancestors playing for you in the mind's eye? It's all clues to what they want to help you release and let go of today. Also helping them heal
Mm-hmm.
on the other side, because you're the physical
Yeah.
being here that's signed up to do the work, right?
Yeah.
So you, oh my gosh, realize your power and your magnificence, people. Own your power.
Yeah.
Own it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And just you can have the most amazing, beautiful releasing ceremony tonight. You could do a beautiful connection ceremony with your ancestors, honoring and celebrating them. Um, there was a mail out that I sent out with some ideas, even for today, to just 2 different ways you can honor them, right? Like, making an ancestor tree, right? And I mean, that could simply be you go on a walk today and find a branch on the ground and bring that home and secure it, right? And you can hang little pictures of family on there with pretty little ribbons. You can put little note cards that, you could put a favorite memory that you shared with them on there, right? There's so many different little things that you could do, a little prayer, a little thank you. Right? Or another thing you could do is make just a nice little ancestral altar. It doesn't have to be something crazy, and it could just be like a shoebox, you
Mhm.
know, with a little piece of cloth thrown over it, and a couple of candles and pictures, whatever you want to do. Right?
Mhm.
You could even make an ancestral crystal grid today, right? And you could make one for the full moon as well. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Limitless.
Yes.
What you can do
Yeah.
to really celebrate today, and through honoring your ancestors, you're also honoring you, right? You're also honoring you. I don't think we do that enough. We don't honor ourselves enough.
No, we don't.
It's not selfish. It's not wrong.
Mm. And it's a great day to do self-care as well. Um, taking like a salt bath or lighting candles for yourself and incense and doing all of that just to honor your own self.
Yeah, yeah,
A beautiful thing to do for yourself.
yeah. This morning, oh my gosh, where was it? It might have been Instagram. Somebody had posted, they made their own pumpkin body scrub. So, like, they got the seeds grounded really fine, just enough so it's a nice little scrub, right? The pumpkin, there's brown sugar in there and cinnamon and a little bit of coffee. There's like coffee
Hmm.
grounds too. Oh, it looked beautiful. I imagine it smells really good. It's probably
Hmm.
energizing as well. There's so many little
Yeah.
things you can do, right? To just really, yeah, just fully utilize the power of today. Yeah, the power of
Yeah.
now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The power of now, the mighty I am. Right? Today's a wonderful day to affirm, set intentions. Right? Yeah.
Mhm. And
Right.
is there anybody else that's assisting us during this time with um, with the energies and with the 1111 portal?
Archangel Metatron. Definitely Archangel
Mhm.
Metatron. Metatron being known as God's scribe typically, right? But Archangel Metatron, truthfully, for me, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to. God's scribe, it's not even, it's like it's not even doing him due diligence. It's so much more than that. The keeper of the codes and the sender of the codes, he really is a key, like a gatekeeper as well,
Yeah.
right? And he helps us unlock all the portals that are our energy centers,
Mhm.
right? To receive and download the knowledge contained within, right? It's almost like you can see your energy centers as portals or wormholes into other dimensions, right? And he's right there ready to guide you, yeah, and help you really um, translate those codes in a way that
Mhm.
you will easily understand, right? And working with different forms of sacred geometry depending on what it is, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh my,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Archangel Raziel
And
as well. Time. Yeah.
yeah, I was going to say that because he also is the keeper of the Akashic records, which will
Yeah.
also assist again with the ancestors, because
Yes.
um, if we go into our Akashic records, and that will work through our ancestors and lineage, um, to clear those, anything that needs to come up to be healed.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
you were going to talk about Archangel Ezekiel.
Oh, yes. Oh wow. There's a lot of angelics that are working with us at this time, as well as our galactic families, right? Uh, yeah. But we're all working towards the victory of the light. And from what Metatron's been saying for some time alongside Archangel Michael, that we have one. We have one. It's mainly, it's like having residual energies, if you can understand, right? So this
Yeah.
darkness that's still lingering, it's literally that, it's lingering. It's residual energies, right? So again, it's being able to work with that and process it and release at your own capacity what you can, right? And it's understanding, even asking yourself, does it all belong to me? Because truthfully it
Mhm.
doesn't. So some of what you're experiencing, it's understanding we're purging globally as a collective as well, right? It's not just an individual job that's happening, right? We're all doing our
Mhm.
part. Yeah, and we're all experiencing it differently and we're all reacting to it differently, right? So that's why it's so important just to witness rather than judge, right? Yeah, it's lifting.
Mhm.
It's lifting.
Yeah.
The more we align with the higher energies that are available to us and try not to, fall off the wagon when we're tempted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna anchor it in even deeper, and we'll see it stays. It's gonna stay, right? It is gonna stay. It's here. I'm not saying we're gonna lose it. We can't lose it.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, we can help bring it in even quicker. The
Mhm.
more, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So we sort of stay in 5D a little bit more than bouncing back between the 3 and the 4 and the 5. We stay in the 5 a little bit
yes.
more frequently.
Pure source light. Pure
Mhm.
source light. Yes. Christ consciousness, awareness, thoughts, actions. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's realizing the feminine and masculine Christ embodiment is occurring within us as we speak. So there's lots coming up with some of us feeling we're more in our masculine and more in our feminine as the two are trying to merge, or where you felt more masculine before and now you're feeling more emotional and more feminine and more water, right? It's being able to try and work together with it and balance
Mhm.
it out and bring it into harmony, right? And you'll feel that merging. Yeah. Don't be hard on yourself. Be gentle. It's a huge process.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Nothing to fear.
Are you ready for some questions, Tammy?
I'm always ready. Always ready.
I don't know if anybody has any questions about some of the topics that we were talking about. Please feel free to post in the comments.
Yeah, like any questions for Archangel Michael or Archangel, Metatron just even offered himself up. But yeah, Archangel Michael for sure. Happy to take questions directly for him, or even just your questions that you may have about what you're going through right now, if you need assistance. Yeah, or anything we've been talking about, as Samantha said. Happy to help. But yeah, self-care, very important.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you are experiencing symptoms of headaches and ringing, and to do a lot of that self-care and the grounding, um, and even if it means stepping out for just a couple seconds. It's cold here, but even a couple seconds on the grass and then going back in, um, just to get connected with the earth.
Right. Right. Well, it looks like we don't have any questions. Yeah. I'm
Not so
surprised.
far.
Usually people can't wait to talk to Michael.
Mm.
Yeah, that's okay. It's a very highly energetic day.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
truthfully, I feel the sun is shining here. I feel many people are taking advantage and getting out and doing that
Mm.
today.
Okay.
How do
So,
I just saw a question.
yes, yeah. So from Mel, how do I make sense of the
How do I make sense of the ringing? Okay.
ringing in her ears?
Yeah, the ringing in the ears for me personally can mean different things, right? It's usually incoming messages, right? Also downloads, right? So for me, when the ringing happens, Michael in the past has told me that's a call to just stop and just be quiet, right? And even just acknowledging it, you can say thank you. You can say thank you. I'm open to receive, right? And then you can just also ask Michael to help you process it, right? Just run it down into all the centers, particularly the lower three, and ground it so you can really receive it in the knowing and the feeling, right? And then the lower will give you the sight and the mind's eye, you'll see it, right? And then the internal hearing, right? Um yeah, again, it basically breaks down to trusting what you're seeing, hearing, knowing, and feeling when that ringing is happening or after, right? Just being able to give yourself time to process it. So paying attention to the intuitive hits or the intuitive impressions, right? And you can jot it down, what you do remember or what you were seeing, right? Yeah.
Is there a difference between if it's ringing in the right or the left ear?
Well, left ear should be, that's divine feminine, mother side of the family, feminine energy that's trying to communicate. And then the right would be masculine and sacred divine masculine, dad's side of the family, and male spirit or male energies, right? Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
again, right, we have the archangels and they get lumped in there together, male and female.
Hmm.
So I mean, also the left side can represent the archaea, right? And the female ascended masters, goddesses, right? And masculine being the archangels, right? Yeah, and the ascended masters that are masculine. Yeah. So there's a lot. A lot. You had a dog
Mel,
that was a male, it can also be that, right?
yeah.
Yeah, pets, all of it. Yeah.
Mel says thank you. And we have a question from Michael. Is
Okay.
there a difference between Archangel Michael and Saint Michael? I
No,
feel this is misunderstood.
yes, it is misunderstood. Um, oh my gosh. I don't even know how to answer that, Michael. Thank you for that. You just gave me kind of a head scratcher there. Um, Saint Michael, oh my gosh, that's through the eyes of the church and organized religion. We have our saints. Okay, that's what Michael's saying to me. It's all Archangel Michael, though. Archangel Michael is Saint Michael. Okay. Also understanding angels, archangels. Okay, the archaea. They're non-denominational. Okay, they're not affiliated with one religion or another. Okay, understanding religion is we've created that. Okay, yeah, I don't know how to explain that clearly, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, but that's what the angels give me. They're non-denominational, right? They honor and support us all, whatever our faith is. Yeah, it's all love. They love and support all of us. They will help anybody, and anyone. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Michael says, so smart.
Archangel Michael Archangel Michael is everything. To me, he's the most powerful. The most powerful, where many would argue it's Metatron, being a seraphim, right? Um, and the seraphim, when you're looking at the hierarchy of angels or the 9 choirs of angels, the seraphim is the highest choir, right at the throne of God, right? The seraphim, they are believed to chant around the throne of God, holy, holy, holy. They are God's holy fire, right? And the messages are passed down from the seraphim all the way down. It's like if you can picture a pillar or funnel of light, but truthfully, it's angels. The whole thing is angels. When I see it and I look up it, it's all just an array of wings, right? And you can hear angelic singing, you can hear messages coming down, you can hear whispering, and the energy is just so intense, and it just vibrates, and you feel it go through your entire being, and your whole body lights up, because we are that light. That's the reminder. We're not disconnected from God's source. We're not. Especially when you have people that feel God has turned his back on me, right? Not the case. Not the case. It's where we get caught up. It's where we get caught up and we have our own battle within ourselves, right? We're battling our own demons. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's where Archangel
We're
Michael,
feeling,
when you
sorry.
see the statue of Archangel Michael with the demon, he's talking about slaying the ego. And right now, at this time, we are witnessing the death of ego as we harness and anchor in the higher light. It is us. It is us. We're not lower or detached. We are
Yeah.
angelics.
Yeah.
We are the galactics. We're all sharing this earth. Many of us have come together to be here at a very crucial moment, right? In this massive global reset, right? Where many of us even say there's messages where we're talking about how Earth has been enslaved, right, for centuries, and only now are we really connecting to these higher lights, and information to be able to break free of that. That's us really owning our God source power. We're igniting the light here on Earth. That's also the idea of star seeds, right? These star seeds that have come to Earth and they planted. Yeah, we're witnessing the true blossoming and growth of that. That's the expansion. Okay. Yeah.
And Michael's commenting, slaying the ego, and the devil is the ego.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's part of it too, is when we're feeling low, we're not abandoned. We just can't hear it anymore because our energy is so low and so tight that we can't hear. Because you need your vibration to get a little higher, so, a little bit higher and wider, so that you can hear
Yes.
your connection.
Yes. Truthfully, we are all connected. I want you to understand that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
People that say, um, you're so blessed or you're so gifted, you have a gift. understand we all have it. We all have it.
Mhm.
Okay. That is our divine GPS, if you will. Okay. Our intuition, trusting our gut. There's a reason for that. It keeps us connected with source, with our guardian angels, with our team of helpers, right? We're never alone, truthfully. So again, it really comes down to being able to trust and not feel like you're losing your mind. You're not going crazy, okay? You're not. It's really time that we start to break that. Really trust, okay? Really trust and believe. Never meant to feel alone, never meant to feel attached. No, no, no. Really simply just start feeling into asking yourself, what do I know about this? Okay? It's asking yourself, what is the truth of it? Rather than just giving up on it or swaying from it, or you gotta come in, you gotta come within. The truth is in here. It's in here. It's not out here. It's not out here. Yeah. Yeah. There was someone very long ago that said the only way out is in. The only way out is in. The only way we truthfully return home and stop incarnating is to go within. Come within. Do the work. Yeah. Life mastery, as Metatron puts it. Yeah.
And Monica's commented and said leap of faith.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And Stephanie said, I have very low energy, basic functions, feel like they take all of my energy. I feel I have grounded and protected myself well. Archangel Michael and Metatron, this is this result of karmic releasing aside to all that is happening now?
Archangel Michael just said it's part. It's part. Oh my goodness. I'm getting a couple different things with that. Understanding as an empath, right? So even though you're feel you're grounding and protecting yourself, I'm hearing you got to keep clearing, right? So as a powerful empath that Stephanie is, right? She's clearing for spirit as well. She's clearing
Mhm.
for others, right? And it's kind of when you're in a space in your own mind with what's going on in your life that doesn't feel right, and conflicting thoughts of this is good and this is going on, and you kind of get lean into the other more. You're also going to connect with the vibrations of others that are going through something similar, and then it becomes a lump sum. Right? So you really have to make sure that you're clearing, right? And again, it's simply asking yourself, does this all belong to me? Does this all belong to me? Right? It helps give you some perspective on what's yours, and then you can own yours, and the rest of it you just let it pass through. Yeah,
I'd say cutting cords daily too would
that,
be very important,
yeah, that's right.
particularly before bed.
That's right. Yeah, purge and release.
Hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, Samantha, I kind of just went on a rant there.
All good. All good.
That's what I'm talking about. This is, I was saying, everybody, I was saying this to Samantha before we went live. I was worried about this because this is what happens. Like, it just
There's
comes
nothing
through.
wrong.
I can't stop it. I can't
It's,
stop
it's
it.
the way it's supposed to go. That's how it goes. Exactly what it's supposed to be. Perfect. Um, is there, just asking if there's any more questions that anybody would like to ask before we go?
Mental loop. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah. And
See,
right now, there's a lot of people in loops right now as well, and sort of the ancestors as well. So particularly with Halloween, uh, there'll be a lot of spirit or ghosts that are in that loop right now. And right now, we're helping them to release those loops.
that's right. That's right. So, like, my words for Stephanie would be just really be extra gentle with you, right? And again, it's really just know what's yours, right? And what's coming up ancestrally, even to, oh my gosh, there's so much. There's so much. Much. It's kind of like being able to organize it in a way, right? What's coming from where, right? What's yours? What's yours is at the center, right? Like Jesus always says, go down the middle, right? But then you have what's mothers, right, and other females in your life, and right. It's kind of like you're having a little spiritual filing system happening there, right? And then it's what's important, right? What's most important right now, and what is readily available to you now in this moment for you to do the work that you need to do, right? And remember all the magnificent tools that you've gained along your journey. Yeah.
Mel says, keep going. It's great. It's what we were meant to hear. And Michael says, Tammy, it helps a lot understanding and how to listen better. And Monica has a question. Twin flame journeys of empaths, please touch upon.
Oh, geez, really, Monica? Oh. Oh my gosh. See, for some people, you would kind of feel like that's a double-edged sword. Because empaths are so sensitive and they feel everything so very deeply. And not only are you feeling your twin flame, you're also carrying your own. You're also feeling all of their ancestral and karmic stuff. And, and then there's don't forget the joy of triggering one another regularly, which is magnificent, right? But remember, you signed up for it. So there's that. You signed up to do the work. So there's that. There's so much honor in that. It's, oh my goodness. I don't know how to answer that, Monica. Oh my gosh. It's understanding twin flame love. I mean, that's such a big, deep love. It really is. And when you think about the heaviness and all the work that comes with that, think about the love that's on a soul level with that the two of you came together in this lifetime, focused to meet again and continue this journey and do that work together. So love is the key. Love is the center point of that. Think about it. There's so much honor in that, and celebrate that. Don't get pulled away on the heavy aspects of that. It's again asking yourself, what do I know about it, right? What are the tools that I have to deal with that, and being able to navigate the triggers rather than reacting, right? So it's pinpointing the work that you personally need to do, and it is draining. Yes, I saw that. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Twin flame. That's a whole other. Wow, that's a whole other segment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's probably at least a half hour or more.
yeah. It's a whole other
um,
segment that deserves its own show.
yeah,
That's probably a series, actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Michael was asking about physical strength. Where do the archangels get their physical strength? Do they get it from God? And he was saying Michael, for example.
Yeah. I can't remember where I heard this, but oh my gosh, I believe I read it actually, that every time God has a loving thought, so again, remembering that God is the embodiment of unconditional love, pure source love, right? So every time God has a loving thought, an angel is created. Feel that, like seriously, feel that in your heart, what that means. Yes, the angels are, yes, straight from God. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, straight from God. Yes, the angels are oh my God, they're God's messengers, right? And it's understanding each archangel, right? And there's more than the four that's affiliated with one religion, or the seven that's affiliated with another, or the 15 that we sometimes hear about. There's so many more than that. So many more than that. Okay, and they were all created with a specific purpose in mind for how they can help humanity and those that have chosen to incarnate on earth to do the work, right? Again, that's another whole thing, right? Like, do the work, that's just a little thing, that's a little bit, there's so much more to it. Right? Yeah, if you want to look into it more, I highly encourage that you Google and do some research on the nine choirs of angels, or otherwise known as the hierarchy of angels, and it will break it down, angels all the way up to the seraphim, right? And it will break it down. Or you can just look up the archangels, period, and it will give you each of them. No, they don't have to go to the gym. Angels never tire, understanding that, right? So that pure source light that's within us individually, because this physical body, it creates the idea that we're separate, but understanding we're all pure source connected. We are the embodiment of God, right? It's like little pieces of God's light. Me, Samantha, Michael, Monica, right? Yeah. The angels never tire. They never tire. That's the reminder of the strength that is us, the power that is us, right? So when the physical body lets go, that light, it ascends, right? Yeah. It doesn't die. It's eternal. It's infinite. Yeah. God's gym. I like that. Picture a CrossFit gym. And there's like godly music playing, and there's,
Yeah,
oh my gosh, and Michael sweating to the oldies, and
yeah,
oh my gosh, come on, that's so
and the
fun.
angel wings all hung up on the
Yeah,
on the coat rack
yeah.
temporarily.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah.
Um, they're coming
How much can you bench press, Metatron, you know? Yeah.
and, Monica asked, "From where does light workers take their light?"
Hmm. It's understanding we're not taking, we're receiving. We're receiving, right? It's, oh my gosh. As we awaken, and some of us are labeled as light workers or light warriors or star seeds or empaths or intuitives or psychics or mediums, it's it's all coming it's all coming from the same. It's understanding it's a combined effort. Multiversally, it's a combined effort, right? So there's angelics, galactics, we have our ascended masters, right? Or saints, right? That are here on earth that ascended, and now they help us and connect with us that way. There's a huge team, understanding that. And it's combined efforts, right? And we're tapping into that. We're not taking. It's merging with us. It's available. So those that are awakening, it's like a direct line or a direct connection. So it's the remembering that we've always been connected. So again, that's where I'm talking about our intuition, that we all have it. We all have those gifts, right? So the more you begin to realize that, it's just angel mail. You know, it's like having an email, right? You've got mail. Same thing in here, right? Angel mail. Yeah.
Monica was asking, "Am I an angel then?"
See, that's another whole can of fish. Another whole can of fish. Oh my gosh, what a question. See, there's so many different theories on that. To me, I believe we're all forms. We're all forms of angels, right? So just how we have planet Earth, and there's many different solar systems, right? The multiverse, not just the direct universe, the multiverse. There's multiple star systems, right? And it's understanding, like I feel it's all angelic, right? But we also call it galactic, right? So that's where we start to get into our ETs and that, right? But truthfully, I would like to say we're all angelics. We all are. Then trust that, Monica. Yeah, trust that. You know, I mean, one of the things that I've heard more often is people will say to us, um, truthfully, what they pick up, right? So, I mean, say somebody was calling you a little angel when you're growing up, and people now are still saying, "What an angel!" or "You're an angel in my life," right? That's a message. So trust it, right? I mean, we all pick up on one another. We do, because we're all connected, right? Yeah.
Caitlin asked, what are the best ways to connect with Michael and Metatron?
The best way. Okay, understanding when you say the best way right there would speak to how you uniquely connect. Okay, so it's what's best for you. So again, it's how the angels resonate with you. So when you're thinking about Archangel Michael or Archangel Metatron and what you know about them, right? It's paying attention to, again, what you're picking up. So when you're asking for assistance, say you're calling on Michael directly, again, if you have your eyes closed, are you seeing anything in the mind's eye, right? Like, what is Michael giving you? What are the little clues that he gives you specifically that let you know it's me, it's Michael, right? Like for me, like I said earlier with the royal blue, royal purple, and the gold, I'll see that even outside of self. I'll see orbs of energy or just light coming in. And I like when I see Michael come in, even Metatron, it's like we expect we're gonna see them come in human form. But I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, when I've encountered the angels, it's like light and you can make out features, but it's light. You're looking at light and it's their colors. They come in and they're tall, like taller than we are. Like I'll see Michael's head up through the ceiling, sometimes up through the roof, right? And the light, and we make it out as wings, right? But it's crazy. Crazy. And there's sounds that come with it too, and a vibration, and yeah. It really is kind of like, behold, you know? Yeah, yeah. Behold, they bring you great tidings of this, and the other thing, right? Yeah, because they all bring something uniquely special to us when we ask. They love when we ask. And it's understanding you're not taking away from anyone else. The angels, they can be with everybody all at once. So don't ever think that what you're going through is less important than what somebody else may be suffering or going through. It's equal, it's all important. It's all important. Yeah. They love us unconditionally. Remember that. And that's what they're trying to help us awaken and remember. It is unconditional. It is unconditional. Yeah. We have free will choice and ego and our light, right? For a reason. It's so we have the opportunity to question and take this journey in any way that we want, but it's understanding every decision we make, every path that we choose to go down, they all lead home. They all lead back into the center. They all lead back down the middle, as Jesus puts it. Yeah. Yeah. It all leads home. All paths lead home. Yeah. The best ways to connect to Michael and Metatron trust how you feel, because your guardians will even let you know. They'll give you little clues or little snippets, right? Maybe it's how you feel guided to paint. Maybe you want to paint those colors, you know what I mean? You don't know why, you just want to finger paint, smear it all over, right? But kind of, that's like a calling. You know, you're calling because you're connecting with that color vibration, right? Yeah. I don't know if that made sense. Yeah, I don't know if that made sense, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all connect with us differently.
Yeah.
Understand it's not going to be the same for everybody, right? Even when you're thinking about your intuition, right? Some of us are stronger clairsentience, meaning clear feeling, right? Or we're stronger claircognizance, where we just always known things, right? And the same thing with clairvoyance. Maybe you see things so very vivid and clear in the mind's eye, right? They're gonna communicate with you with your strengths, and then they help build upon your weaker ones, meaning the ones that you work less with, right? And that's a call to action to really start building upon those. Yeah. You master the lower three, the whole higher just explodes wide open. Just explodes wide open.
Monica was asking, how can we give back to the angels?
How can we get back to the angels?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that question.
How can we give back?
Oh, give back. Sorry. Saying, I want to get off the earth. Oh, it's spinning. Let me know.
That's what I thought. I thought you might have understood.
Oh, how can we give back? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, just gifts, just little gifts of gratitude, saying thanks. When they're helping us with something, meaning, you know, when they help us remember something so very, oh my gosh, amazing about who we are and our gifts, and even helping us awaken and remember our purpose, that we studied lifetimes over, and we're only awakening and remembering that now, right? Saying thank you. And one of the best ways to give back is to share that knowledge with another. Find a way to really ignite your light. And by doing so, you help turn that light on in others. You help everyone awaken. You know, it's like being at a concert and you see a lighter flick on, right? You know, and then by in no time it's like a sea of lights, right? Think about that. Same idea. Same idea.
Michael said, "What are we all worried about? We're all going to be okay, right? And we all want heaven, but we have sinned. Some sins are 10 Commandments, but then there is the Book of Revelations."
See, that's a whole other thing. Can I just say some? I don't even know if I'm okay to even say this. Because I don't want to step on anyone's religious beliefs, but the angels, they give me a whole other way to view what a sin is, okay? It's, oh my gosh, the angels don't want us to judge ourselves and beat up on ourselves or others about, you know, the idea of that. Truthfully, it's seeing the lessons and the growth. The lessons and the growth,
Mhm.
it's all necessary. So where one perceives to have sinned is, I think about how many others have grown or learned from that. Okay, it's being it, how many people say this is a school, right? And we're here to learn, right? So again, when you look at us as a collective or the one, right? We're the one is learning. The one is learning.
Mhm.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Does that make sense? A little bit? Yeah. There's nothing to worry about. That's what the angels. Archangel Michael is the supreme being of light that wants to help us remember there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to fear. right? He wants us to come into our power, own our power, right? God's
Yeah.
strength is within each and every one of us. Yeah, don't be afraid. Michael's reminder is think about every time you've had even the smallest fear. The smallest fear, like say about going to a job interview or telling someone that you love them for the first time or making the first move or, you know, anything like that, right? We always have this self-realization after the fact that, what was I worried about? There's nothing to fear about that, you know? And there's such a rush of energy that comes with
Mhm.
that. Yeah.
And letting go of perfection and knowing that we're allowed to make mistakes and we're learning from those mistakes.
See, Michael says that that's okay. So the idea of godliness, right? The idea of perfection through God, right? Taking the human form with free will choice, ego, and light, right? We tend to filter the idea of perfection through ego. So it takes on a whole weird, yeah, and then that's where we
Mhm.
slam ourselves. But really what we're trying to achieve truthfully is that heavenly perfection, that divine perfection of our creation, because we are created divinely perfect in every way, right? But that word perfect, when you run it through the ego, which many of us tend to get caught up,
Mhm.
that's when you get all the guilt and weird things and piling everything 10 times high on top of you, and you can't get out from under it because you never meet those expectations, right? You're collapsing under your own expectations. Yeah. Yeah, you got to switch that. You got to bring into balance the godly perfection with the ego perfection, and it will heal.
So Monica has a question. Do angels love laughter or light energy?
All of the above. All of the above.
Mhm.
When you go to Google the 9 choirs, rest on the cherubim for a minute. Yeah, right. So again, where she was asking, are we all angels? When you're looking at the 9 choirs of angels, you can see how many of us are from those different choirs. Yeah, some of us are incarnated cherubim, some of us are incarnated seraphim, right? And the seraphim, that's where we'll have many of people that are like labeled a light warrior, right? Like they just go for it. They're just right in there, right at the forefront of change and making it happen, right? They just make it happen. Yeah, yeah. There's so much. Yeah, of course angels love laughter, light energy. That's why they're always trying to lift us up.
Mhm.
We're always getting the reminder, don't worry, it doesn't have to be so heavy, don't be so hard on yourself, right? Yeah, you gotta shake things up a bit, and, you know, that means a good belly laugh. Just break it all up, you know? Break all the energy up.
Stephanie says, often feel the hugs of angels, beings of light, when I judge myself. I feel deeply they want us to love yourself no matter what. I always hear, what could you learn?
Yeah, see, that's bang on.
Mhm.
That's bang on. Yeah, yeah, that's going right back to lessons and growth,
Mhm.
right? Just see the lessons and growth of it, not the judgment. Don't
Mhm.
judge. Just see how it got you and grew you to who you are standing before you right now in this moment. Don't judge it.
Yeah.
Don't be hard on yourself. Don't say, "Oh, I did it wrong. I should have did it this way."
Mhm.
And then, you know, the ego plays out the whole I wish I had have said this, you know, or did it this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
No, release it. Release it. It was exactly what it was meant to be.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
angels are always in the moment. In the moment. Be here right now. It's God's gift to us. That's the word, gift. God's
Yeah.
gift to us is the present. It's gift wrapped and everything. This
Yeah.
moment. This moment is the gift.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It creates everything hereafter. However you handle this moment is what you're going to experience after, right? If you're in the past, you're going to recreate that. right? So again, it's paying attention. What's spiraling through here? What's on constant replay, right? You need to change the record, right? Yes. Yeah. Start focusing on a life that you do want. Yeah. And how you want to spend it, right? And then seize the moment.
So I don't think there's any more questions.
Okay.
We'll just slide this up a little bit. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for everyone today who joined us. I hope you have a wonderful Halloween and a full moon evening. If you would like to connect with Tammy Lynn Moore, you can contact her at angelswhispers444.com and her Facebook page and her Instagram and YouTube, also of Angels Whispers 444. And if you'd like to contact me, you can go through my website, empoweredintention.com. My Facebook page is also empoweredintention.com. And Instagram and YouTube is under Samantha Vidal and then empoweredintention.com. Thanks so much, everybody. I really appreciate you joining us today.
Thank
Tammy,
you. Love and blessings to everybody. Thank you so much, Samantha, for hosting this.
thank you.
This was so much fun. Yeah, many blessings to all of you. So much love. I love you all so much. Thank you for all your support.
Thank you.